What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back. Except for I'm not back with another read. I am back with a Prayers of a Lightworker episode. Whatever the fuck, you guys know how this shit goes. Okay, so really quickly, I kind of wanted to just come on here and do a video about God changing your direction. About God kind of maybe switching things up on your ass and you not really prepared for it, or you don't really understand it, or something like that. So pretty much, as you guys know, my channel has really taken a change. I have went from pretty much doing tarot readings to vlogs to pregnancy videos. My main thing is I really don't want people to feel like my channel is becoming drama or inconsistent or anything like that. Now, when I woke up this morning, I told myself, like, I just want to clean my house and have a good day and just chill and relax and, like, nap a lot because, I am in the beginning of my pregnancy, and you want to make sure that you're not stressing your fetus out. Like, you want to make sure that you are able to keep your baby, like, snug, tucked, and, nestled into your uterus. Like, that's what you want to do. You want to eat good foods, and you want to be stress free so that your womb and all of that stuff is nice and healthy and abundant to carry a nice healthy pregnancy. So I had woke up this morning, and immediately I'm like, okay, I want to film some tarot videos. And I kind of feel like that was anxiety telling me that I needed to film that, because, and I'm not saying that I probably won't film it, because I might, but I kind of feel like sometimes God will really, like, switch up your direction in order to show you that you are not just one thing, right? Because sometimes in life, I feel like we get so attached to time. I feel like we get so attached to timelines and, like, what we should be doing, what we could be doing at our age and at this position in our life, and during this time and during this time. Like, I feel like we really kind of tell ourselves that if we not doing exactly what we've been doing, that we're doing something wrong. One thing that I've been realizing is that I've been searching for an old version of happy for myself. Doing tarot readings used to really, really just make me so happy. Like, it just used to make me so full and so content, to be telling people what was happening in their lives, to see people be so surprised and amazed by something that I was doing, to be helping these people, to be of light to these people. Like, it made me feel so good, right? Now, not saying that it doesn't make me feel good anymore. However, I've grown since I've started doing tarot readings. I've been doing tarot readings for a year and 6 months now. Now, that's not super long to some people, but to me, it's a good amount of time. It's a pretty long time to be in the same thing, and I feel like with tarot readings, it's not much that you can do to really switch up a tarot reading. Like, it's reading cards, it's reading the energy, you know. It's it is what it is. It's spiritual work, and, like, you can't play a game with it. Or, I mean, you probably could, but, like, there is not much to expand. So it's like if you was at a job and you could never, there was no opportunity to get raised up, to get promoted or anything like that, you're not gonna want to be there forever, right? So I've been fighting myself, telling myself that it's such a bad thing that I'm not posting as many tarot videos. My plan has never been to stop, but I keep telling myself, y'all, like, I want to be a life coach. Like, I want to be a life coach. I've been through so much in my life that I feel like I can be a mentor and I can be a life coach to those, like, who may be experiencing things, who may need love and light, who may not have anybody to be vulnerable with, to those who may not have anybody to talk to, and I feel like this is my platform of my soul family. These are the people that I'm helping. These are the people that I want to be here for. And I want to believe that y'all are growing with me and that y'all are not kind of relying just on the on surface reading of a tarot reading, but I really want to dive deeper into my life's work and my life mission, especially now that I'm pregnant. I feel like what once made me happy makes me tired. It makes me a little bit drained, you know? And I do take on the feelings and emotions of whatever person I'm reading for so that I can read their energy correctly and properly. So you have to understand during this pregnancy, I feel like if it's easier for me to talk to y'all and communicate with y'all like this in this way, I feel like I have to learn to accept my new phase. And there's this post that my friend Brandy posted yesterday that said, a lot of y'all are manifesting new opportunities but not making room for those new opportunities in your life. You are asking for financial freedom, but you're not budgeting yourself or you're not setting yourself up to not spend money, or whatever. Like it was a whole spiel about just not being ready and not being open to receive new blessings. If I was to tell myself that I have to stay stuck doing one thing just because that's what the people want, I would never grow. I would never be better. So when y'all are doing something and you have gotten comfortable in something, do not tell yourself that just because other people like it or other people are amused by it or other people enjoy whatever it is that you provide, that you can't switch it up or that you can't do something else. Because I feel like ain't nobody just one thing. I feel like God gave all of us like multiple talents, palettes, multiple gifts, multiple opportunities. So I feel like there are multiple ways that we could go. Because again, we have free will. That's like the strongest law on earth. The fact that we have free will, we can do technically what the fuck we want to do. We can make what choices we want to make, and it's kind of like, are you going to make the choice that makes you feel good? Are you going to make the choice that is being presented to you? My friend Tia, literally, I'm going to stop calling her my friend. She is my friend, but she's also my doula, and I love her. I'm realizing that a relationship with the doula is so much more than just a birthing experience. Um, so she was talking to me and she was kind of telling me, like, just in life, period, you can't ask for something and be mad at the Most High for how it is presented to you. And I use the analogy of a car or a home all the time. You a new homeowner, you ask God to give you this home, but now you're mad because you have to do things that homeowners have to do that maybe your landlord used to do in the past. Things that go wrong in the home that you have to fix up out of your pocket. And maybe that's not what you used to have to do. A old way of living, or maybe you done pray for these kids, but maybe your kids don't listen or they getting older and whatever. We pray for all these things, and I feel like as soon as they get hard, as soon as they get tough, as soon as something comes where it's like, okay, I'm being tested or I could potentially get hurt, it's like we run from me. I felt like I could potentially be hurt, my career could be hurt if I don't do tarot readings. It's kind of like we set ourselves up and we tell ourselves that if we stay the same, things are going to be okay. Like, because we comfortable, like we can, even if sometimes we not even happy or we not even content with where we at, it's still better sometimes than what we don't know, because what we don't know sometimes we feel like can be scary because she could be worse. She could turn out worse than exactly what the fuck it is before you got what you want. But I'm saying though, who said that things don't get worse right before they get better though? And I feel like it has become so hard to keep myself confined to doing one thing. And I feel like when God is ready to move you, there is nothing that you can do about it. When God is ready for a new phase in your life, there is nothing that will stop you from going into that new phase but yourself. And even then, I feel like God will put obstacles in your way, or God will reveal truth to you so that you can move according to what the fuck the new plan is, because plans switch up all the fucking time. Like, all the fucking time. You could think you see your like, oh, I'm getting nauseous. You could you could think you see your life going one way, and then it could end up going a completely different way. And I feel like learning to go with the ebb and flow of life is the mastering of life. Like, learning to stop resisting the current, learning to stop resisting a fight. Like, it's gonna be a fight, baby. Like, it's gonna be a fight. Nobody said it wasn't gonna be a fight. Nobody said it wasn't gonna be a hard. Whether that's with your career, I feel like, especially with like creative careers, modeling, or um something where you have to use a talent, nail techs, you doing hair, um everything, something where you creative, like art, like um drawing or painting or shit, tarot readings, anything esoteric, like spiritual shit, like all of this shit. I feel like, I don't know what I was finna say, but I feel like this shit easy. Like, I feel like it's easy, and I don't think I was finna say that before, but it just came to me, like, anything that God gave you, I feel like naturally is gonna bring you in abundance, even if it's just abundance of self. Like, you writing, you drawing, you doing tarot readings, or you doing nails and shit because you like it, because you love it. So it's bringing joy to your heart, which is boosting your confidence, which is raising your vibration, which is making you feel better as a human being during this human experience, right? So as you starting to feel better naturally, your confidence is gonna come up naturally. You gonna be like, okay, I deserve money for what I'm doing because I'm taking my time to do it. I feel good about what I'm doing, so why not make somebody else feel good? I deserve money for this. I deserve compensation for this, even if it's not monetary value, even if it's just spiritual value, spiritual knowledge, or something, like just releasing something off your chest, whatever. We still deserve to be compensated for any gift that has given us, even if it's something that's not creative, even if it's like you got the gift of numbers, like you real good at math, so you a bomb ass accountant. God is going to bring those clients to you naturally and easily. Naturally and easily. Like, I feel like when you stop resisting what God has for you, life becomes a lot more enjoyable. Like, I feel like your sacrifices don't feel that bad anymore, like, at all. One thing that I'm realizing is that we have to make sacrifices. Like, we just have to. Even like it's in religions, they say the sacrificial lamb. Like, there's always a sacrifice to be made. I tell myself all the time, like, sometimes we have to sacrifice, even if it's just for a moment. One big sacrifice that I'm making right now is my relationship. I saw myself being a certain kind of way. I saw my life being a certain kind of way. And then God said, hold up, let me switch up the plans. Let me teach you how to fight for something. Let me show you how hard what you're manifesting really is. Let me ask you, is this something that you're prepared for? Right? And at any given moment that God throws in a curveball, I feel like my curveball was this pregnancy. Because you could look at me and you could think, bitch, this is not the time for you to be pregnant right now. Bitch, you stressed, you got bill problems, all type of shit. Like, you could see that this could be a very, very scary time to be going through something like this. But it's like, do y'all see probably how this pregnancy just saved my life? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I was real life. I feel like I was going through a lot. And y'all don't know, but I feel like, and this is another thing, because I've been a certain kind of parent for so many years, right? Like, if y'all know me in real life, you already know, like, I've had Kamaya, like, her whole life, the last 3 years. Kamaya has been with me every single day. I used to have a really hard time with people wanting to watch her because people had their own lives and stuff, and it was just a lot. And during this quarantine, my baby has been gone damn near all summer. She's been gone for like 3 months. She comes home on the weekends, but throughout the week, she's gone with her grandma. And at first, I was really, really judging myself. Like, this is not me. Like, people gonna think I'm a bad mom. I don't never got my baby. Blah, blah, blah. And now I'm just kind of like, hold up though, because I really feel like God did this for me. Like, I really feel like this is the break that I needed, because if y'all don't know, like, it takes a whole village to raise a motherfucking child. Like, and this is something that I had manifested. I had manifested me being able to have a break. I had manifested me being able to receive help. And it's kind of like, now that I finally got it, do I want to not accept my help just because it comes with maybe people judging me as a mom, thinking that I'm not doing a good job? Who am I to um deny something that I have been asking God for? I have been asking God for a break for a long time. I had postpartum depression. Me and my baby went through a lot. She had to see a lot. She had to experience a lot with me. And it took a lot for me to be like, man, my baby has a journey too. My baby has to be strong too. My baby has stuff that she has to go through too. And good parents raise happy children. And I feel like I'm in a position of healing myself, like dead ass, like healing myself. And you got to understand, when you come into pregnancy, in order to have a happy, healthy pregnancy, you can't just be working 24/7. You can't be stressed the fuck out. You can't allow no relationship to bring you down or any of that, because I'm telling you, it affects your pregnancy. It affects everything. So I feel like right now my baby is feeling me grind. Both my babies, Kamaya, when she home, she see her mommy working. Even if I gotta make a sacrifice, like we can't kick it right now, my baby be watching me doing reading. She know I'm working. She know I'm getting money. She know what the fuck is up. My baby be seeing me tie-dye make t-shirts. She wanna do that shit with me. She know what the fuck is up. My baby see me making beats. She wanna do that shit with me. She know what the fuck is up. My baby see what the fuck I go through. My baby saw what me and my nigga was going through. My baby experienced my feelings. She see me. She know. That's why I don't feel, I'm starting not to feel no type of way when I know that she want to be at her grandma's house. It don't got nothing to do with me. It's not to say that I'm not a good parent. It's her going with the flow of life. She's understanding, okay, this is the phase of life that my mommy is in. This is the phase of life that I'm in. Shit, this is what's happening right now. This is what's up. Okay, this is gonna irritate me. Ugh. But yeah, like, I feel like coming into accepting the new phase that God has for you, it's kind of like that new phase of life might not look like how you thought it was going to look. Like, it might not look exactly how you even want it to look. It does not mean that that's not the direction that you need to be going in. I feel like so often we question, okay, like, where am I going? How am I going to get there? Like, how is this going to happen? Instead of just allowing God to move us at her will. Like, it's just, it's crazy, and it's hard, because I can't just sit here and tell y'all like, oh, just go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow, because shit, I'm still learning how to go with the flow. But I feel like y'all ready for this shit. Like, I feel like all of this shit, God already prepared us for this shit. Everything that y'all going through right now, I just feel like God is kind of, pay attention to what y'all going through. If you going through the same problems over and over, like, I've noticed that, and I'm not gonna lie, because I tell y'all everything. I've been in a position of, since this pandemic, steady getting eviction notices, like steady getting eviction notices. Mind y'all, I always pay my rent. I always pay my rent. It may not be on time, but I always pay my rent. And this cycle, I told myself, I'm not gonna put myself back in that same cycle. I don't care what happens. I'm not gonna keep telling myself that my rent is not paid. I'm not gonna keep telling myself that I have something to stress about when it comes to that. So making a decision to get yourself out of something is as easy as making a decision. Making a decision to tell yourself, hey, I don't want to be in that phase no more. So you have to pay attention to what you're going through, instead of ignoring that shit, instead of telling yourself, oh, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to experience it. Like, you have to just allow yourself to, like, feel all your feelings. Feel all of them bitches. Like, feel all of them bitches. And it's hard, but that's what we got feelings for. Like, it's getting harder for me to, like, even ignore my feelings now. Like, it's getting harder because I feel like ignoring your feelings is kind of ignoring the fact that you have something to heal in order to get to that new phase. So I'm just in a position of understanding and realizing what God is preparing me for. You know, no matter what, I feel like everything is preparation to get home to the Most High. This whole human experience is preparation. So you have to be willing to accept anything that is thrown at you, even if that means you being single after a long period of time, even if that means having a baby at 50, having a baby at 40, shit, even if that means shit, losing your motherfucking job, your company going belly up. Like, it's so much shit happening in the world. It's motherfuckers who have been in their career for shit 20, 30 years, and they company done laid them off now because of this virus and shit. Like, motherfuckers' life is changing. Everything around is changing. And we have to be willing to accept the change. We have to be willing to adapt to our environment, to our space, to our blessings. Because sometimes we get a blessing and we won't adapt to it, so that blessing will be taken away from us. Like, shit, I feel like I was a blessing. Motherfuckers didn't adapt to me, so God said, yoink, here she go. Like, let me take her back because you didn't adapt to that blessing. There's a lot of blessings that I haven't adapted to. You know? And there's a sense of kind of like, damn, like, I don't want to miss this blessing. I don't want to miss this train. Like, bitch, let me hop back on that motherfucker. Let me get back on there. Even if it looked different than what I was doing before, like, let me still just figure out how to navigate this. Let me still figure out how to do this. Y'all, this shit not easy, especially when you get thrown for a loop, especially when you did not expect some shit, especially when God just kind of throw you into some shit. I feel like God don't never just throw you into some shit. That's some shit that I just realized too. Like, everything be kind of like a build up. Like, everything be a build up. And that's kind of why, as human beings, we have to pay attention. We have to be more aware, not even just to our surroundings, but just to our feelings, to our emotions, to our experiences. Stop telling yourself, oh, I'm not going to think about that nigga. Stop telling yourself, oh, I'm not going to think about that old friend, that old bitch. Oh, I'm not going to think about my daddy who left me. I'm not going to think about 10 jobs ago that fired me. Like, it's kind of like we tell ourselves that we're not gonna think about the bad shit that happens to us. You listening to somebody who has DID, who literally blocks out her memory so that I don't have to face shit. I'm realizing, bitch, I'm adapting to something new. That doesn't have to be my storyline anymore. That's why I'm here to tell y'all can heal mental illness, because mental illness is not for real. It's just spirituality. It's something that we manifest within ourselves. It's something that our mind uses as a coping mechanism for our experiences that we go through. So for me, I'm learning that how I adapt is to remember shit. It's to feel all of my emotions of a specific thing. So guess what? If there was some negative ass emotions that I'm feeling, I can pay attention to why they made me feel that way, why I reacted a certain type of way. I can get down to the root of the problem so that I can know I don't gotta do that shit no more. I don't gotta be that person no more. I don't gotta be in that cycle no more. I'm tired of not fucking paying attention. I'm tired of not seeing me. I'm tired of not appreciating me for the experiences that I go through, because I swear God is building me up. Like, God is really, really, really building me up, building up my tolerance, building up my self-respect, building up my self-love, building up my kindness and my compassion, not only for other people, but for myself. If y'all can have enough compassion for yourself to accept that you are moving into a new phase, baby, that new phase will get easier and easier and easier. The more and more that you accept what God has for you, the more and more that you accept that even if God has something for you that may not be exactly what you want, still accept it. I give my daughter shit. She be like, I don't want that. Do you want it or not? It may not be the chocolate that you thought you was going to get, but baby, it's chocolate. Do you want it? No? Okay. Now you don't got no chocolate. Not saying that that's a bad thing, because you got a preference. If you don't want it, you just don't want it. But if you want that chocolate, baby, take that chocolate, even if it's not what you wanted, because it might have some crunchy ass, good ass peanuts up in there, and that bitch might be smacking as a bitch. So I'm asking you, it's like, what the fuck? Like, do you want to try it though? You know, and it's kind of like, even if I've always been a person, like, I eat the same couple foods. I'm not really willing to try new shit. I'm not, it took me, I've always wanted to be a redhead. It took me 25 years to even try to dye my hair. I don't try new shit. God said, bitch, who? Okay, like, I feel like so often as human beings, we get stuck in whatever our programming is. Like, I don't want to be programmed. You can't program me. Like, I'm breaking free from this whole matrix. You know, like, I am me. God made me to break free from my matrix. It was in my programming that I was going to break free from this matrix. Like, this is not, I cannot be confined. Y'all cannot be confined. If you have gravitated towards my energy, drop some knowledge for me. Tell me something. Teach me something. We are all each other's teachers. Teach me how to adapt. Tell me what experiences y'all are going through so that I can have encouragement. That's what this is. Y'all probably don't see it like that. Motherfuckers who don't really support me and who just come, like, I hate motherfuckers who be like, oh, bitches just hating on me. Bitches want my life. Bitches want my nigga. Bitch, no, they don't. Like, no, the fuck they don't. They admire you. They don't want what you have. They want your spirit. They want your soul. They like how you move. Like, real life. Real life. Like, when that whole shit happened with that cheating shit, if I don't know if y'all seen that video. That video got a lot of views in 2 days. So if you guys haven't seen the video of me getting cheated on, definitely head over to that video. But and after that day, I was kind of just like, bitches be so mad. Like, bitches just be mad. Like, bitches real life be mad. Like, bitches with real life just not like you for absolutely no reason. And that's not to say that it was the girl that he cheated on me with or anything like that, but it's just the idea that, like, bitches real life want you to hurt. You know? Females want you to hurt because you can, if a female, if a nigga was talking to me or tried to talk to me and he had a girlfriend or anything like that, first of all, there would be no reply. I'm not replying to you at all. That's not, I don't even need to tell you to move. I don't need to tell you that I don't like you. I don't need to say anything to you because why do I need to speak to you? That's first off. Secondly, I feel like, for one, it's just not my job. It's not my place. It's not my place. It's not my place to tell somebody, oh, hey, your boyfriend wrote me, because at any given moment you don't know what is being experienced within that relationship. Those people could have been on a break, and now you giving her information that maybe she's trying to get over, that she don't even want to pay attention to, that she's not thinking about. It's not your place. I feel like at any given moment, God is going to reveal the truth to whoever that woman is. I don't care what you're saying. Coming to a woman is always malicious. It's always malicious. I would, even if, like, yeah, that's me personally. I feel like it's just malicious. It is very, very, very malicious. I've never met a woman who's going to come to you and be like, hey, can we really just have a conversation? I kind of just wanted to speak to you. I know that you're in a relationship with so and so. This person wrote me, and it kind of made me feel some type of way. I just wanted to share this information with you. Like, bitches don't come to you on that. They don't. They come to you disrespectful. They come to you wanting to feel some type of way, and honestly, it's because of whatever they have going on in their life. Like, when you are of love and light, I'm telling you, stop thinking that people is hating on you. Stop thinking that bitches just don't like you. Stop thinking that motherfuckers are out to get you, because honestly, if you believe in God, you are safe and you are protected. And God got you. Period. You don't ever need truth to be revealed to you from somebody else. Like, it's spiritual motherfuckers who will be like, oh, I'm the only person that can read your head. I can tell you your Akashic records, and I can tell you X, Y, and Z. Can't nobody tell me nothing that God can't tell me. Like, that's just firmly what I believe in, and I've said that in other videos. Any answers that you need, you can find within yourself. If you need something revealed to you, ask God to reveal that shit to you. Ask God to literally reveal some shit to you. You will see it. You will get the information you need. But it's also kind of about not looking at everything as such a negative thing. I used to real life feel like bitches be mugging me and niggas be looking at me weird, and like I used to have so much anxiety about just being in public, cuz I'm like, motherfuckers must don't like me. Like, why the fuck is people staring at me all the time and looking at me like I'm motherfucking crazy, and people think I'm weird? And like, even now I still be like, niggas just do not want to fuck with me. Like, niggas just do not want to fuck with me. Like, niggas really don't try to talk to me ever. Like, niggas never just be in my DMs and be on all this type of shit with me. Like, I don't, that's not me. I don't, and I'm a very attractive girl, bitch. I'm enough. I just don't necessarily get that. And what people don't understand is that people admire you, even if it's from a distance. People see you, people see your journey, people see your experiences. And even if they don't speak to you, even if you think they hating on you, even if bitches is mugging you, it don't got nothing to do with them not liking you. It has everything to do with what they see in you. So us as people have to stop looking at shit so negative. Like, you know, like, oh, the world is out to get me, my life is changing, so that must mean it's changing for the worse. No. Sometimes you have to look at things in a positive light, like, all right, God just took this away from me. God just took that job away from me. I don't got no money, but I'm really, really not stressed out. Like, I'm really, really happy every day. I really, really wake up and get to just sit in my bed. Like, you know, like, it's kind of like, man, like, learning to adapt is so hard. Like, it's so fucking hard. It's so hard. But at the end of the day, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. You can choose to look at everything in a positive light. Like, you could choose to, and I'm not even saying just in a positive light, because I personally feel like that's not possible. Everything don't gotta be positive. Everything is not like, oh, it's just gun drops and rainbows. But you can choose to see the positivity in every situation, even in a negative one. You can choose to adapt to it. You can choose to change how you moving, especially with people. Especially with people. At any given moment that you feel like a motherfucker don't like you, they mugging you, or you can choose to smile at them. A bitch don't like you, you can choose to like her pictures and be like, loving like queen. You can choose to just unfollow her and be like, okay, I noticed that you don't like me. I can feel that your energy don't like me. I don't like the energy that I'm feeling. I'm sending you love and light, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to just not have to look at me. Period. You don't got to look at me. You don't got to get none of my love and light. You don't got to see me. Because I feel like so often people will try to break you down. When they see you doing good, I feel like it's an energy of not really hating on you, but it's kind of like, I want you to be at where I'm at so I can feel good, so I can feel good about myself, so I can feel like I'm where you at. It ain't really about wanting to break you down. It ain't really about wanting to hurt you. It's about wanting to feel 333. Thank you, Master. It's about wanting to feel better about themselves. I want to bring you down to my level. Even in relationships, women or men will bring you down to their level so that they feel like they can keep you, so that they feel um entitled to you, or so that they can make you only want them, like make you feel like you have to be with them. Even in a job will break your ass down and make your ass a motherfucking slave, and only give you a little bit of money, so that, guess what, you got to keep coming back to work. You got to keep coming back to work, working hella hard above your means, just so they can keep being like, oh, okay, you need to keep coming back here to keep getting money, but we're not gonna give you enough money because we want you to keep asking for extra shifts and extra hours. You have to be aware of the breakdown, bitch. Be aware of the breakdown. That's going to be the title of this video. Be aware of the breakdown. Because as soon as you get broken down, understand God is building you up. In the midst of the breakdown, God is building you up, baby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash out me at money sign CapriceCooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at CapriceCooks@icloud.com. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.